Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Made with Love. My name is Heather, and today I'm going to do a really quick, easy candle redo. I've got this big pillar candle, and I love to decorate it with the napkins and Mod Podge. Now this is from Easter, and I just kind of kept on to show you. It is so easy to tear the napkins off, because I was asked that how easily is these move. They're fairly easy. I do find, if you use like a knife or a crafting knife or something with a flat, you don't want the serrated edge, just the flat, and it kind of just gets in there, and it just kind of helps you lift off any of the napkin that just doesn't want to come off. I mean, I don't have to be perfect because I'm going to go over top of it again, but just got to get some of this darker, Easter color off. Now, before I hurt my arm, I was actually going to take, because it is a large candle, I was actually measured it, and I was going to cut it into 3 smaller pillar candles so I could have a nice arrangement of 3 candles. Well, with my arm, I can't do that, so I'm not going to be cutting my candle down. I'm just going to leave it as is, and my sleeve is falling down. Okay, so I've got these napkins I bought from Rama. They've got the little gnomes on them, so they were $1.50 for 18, and they're not the typical ones I buy, so I wasn't quite sure how they're folded. But when you unfold them, you end up with, basically you get like 6 panels on this one, but 3 will be upside down, and I did measure, so 1 napkin will actually go completely around the entire candle. Should matches at the back, so 1 napkin will work. So I've decided to cut the napkin in half, just because I don't want half the gnomes, upside down. So I've got the napkin already cut in half, and now I just have to separate. So I got half of it, I've already separated the 2 plies. I always read, some are 2, some are 3 ply. This one is 2. So I'm just gonna dampen my finger and just kind of see if I can just kind of get them to pull apart. There we go. And just kind of slowly do this. I always keep these other pieces for other projects. They're great for wiping up spills and things too. I have to decide, like how much of this napkin actually covers the candle, and how much do I want it to overlap. Like, I could just even center this on here. I could just get the gnomes right in the center with the snowflake. I think that would look cute. But because I've got 2 rows of the gnomes, I think I like to use both halves of the napkins. So I'm just deciding how I want to do this. I'm just going to lay my candle down just so I can know how tall this is. So if I cut off the colored band, so I'm not going to use the colored band at all. So I'm just going to go grab my little water pen or a paintbrush and some water just to make the edges, because I always find cutting, you get the choppy lines, but if you use the water pen or a paintbrush, you kind of tear it, the lines blend in a little bit better, especially since I want to stack the napkins. So just give me 1 moment. So I recently got this set from Dollarama for $2. So it's the paintbrush washing pots. So I've never had a chance to use it, so I just opened it up now. So I'm just grabbed 1 little pot with just a little bit of water and a paintbrush. Like I said, I do have a water pen. I just don't know where it is right now. So just a very little amount of water, just to kind of go around the edges, and just to soften it up, so you get a little bit more of like a tear, not so much like those serrated or choppy edges from the scissors. Oops, a little too much water. It's doing good, and then the water just wanted to keep going up the napkin, so I guess a little bit less water on my brush would be better. Yeah, I prefer the water pen. I've got more control over how much water, comes out. But this will work too. There we go. Don't really want the green and red strips down here still showing. Some of the green off. So I get like a tear edge. And I'm gonna do that up along the top as well, because I cut this napkin in half. I don't want to have wrinkles in it yet because I want it to lay flat on the candle. Another one done. So now I'm going to grab my candle. I'm going to lay it down here. I always find this is a little bit tricky because sometimes, the candles always want to roll. So I'm going to use these little watering pots, just one on each side of the candle, just to hold the candle. It's not giving me a lot of, not a lot of support, but just enough where the candle, it's not going to roll away on me while I try to do this. Just want a good, something stuck on my brush. There we go. I'm just gonna put a good amount of Mod Podge down. I only have to work with, half of the candle. So I'm gonna start with the top edge. Got a good amount down. I'm gonna set this right here. Let this kind of fall. Now the thing with this is the candle, because it's round and it rolls, I always find I do get more wrinkles when I do this on candles versus anything else. So I'm not so worried about wrinkles in my candle. Actually, I kind of like the wrinkled texture on some projects. Mod Podge. Oops. Spilling Mod Podge everywhere now. Okay. Just a good amount. Really important to get it right up at the top and at the bottoms, because that's right where you want it to stick and to be sealed. And of course, I know, I've seen some people do the, cling wrap. I have tried the cling wrap and it doesn't work very good for me. I still find, oh, I just wrecked that. I just wrecked. I'm just gonna stand it up now because I know I just, my hand went right in the Mod Podge on the front part. That's okay, I can fix that in a minute, but no, I find the cling wrap just doesn't work for me. I usually find that for whatever reason, the cling wrap just gets stuck into the Mod Podge, and I just find it just makes a bigger mess. But if it works for you, try it, see if it works. I mean, not every technique is going to work for every crafter. It's kind of wrinkled there. I'm just gonna kind of ignore that for now. I know it's trying to do this. I didn't want to do that, but my hand went right over the napkin, right in the wet Mod Podge. Okay. And then this is going to just go right to here and find right where the seam is. And then I'm not letting this This little seam, I'm leaving it kind of flapped open right for this second, because I don't want the gnome covering the other gnome. So I'm just taking my brush and I'm just going over the napkin with a little bit of Mod Podge. Like I said, I know I've got wrinkles in here. I always get wrinkles in my candles. But I said, there are some times when I like that wrinkled look. I think it just kind of adds to it. Especially if you're somebody like me who doesn't burn your candles. But I love the texture that you get. Okay. So now, this one, I didn't take off that bottom edge. And because now that I've wrecked, oops, that's a big chunk of the napkin right there. So I'm gonna start right where I kind of wrecked the napkin. Just kind of line this up right there, just right below the foot. Okay, right there. Doesn't take a long time to get, oops, just dripping Mod Podge everywhere, but it doesn't take a long time to get this candles covered with the napkins. And I know I'm gonna have this harsher line right here. That's okay, because I can always fix that. So there's where I've got the two napkins, one on top of the other. And I know I try not to layer them directly like that, but you know, sometimes you have to, and the way that the one kind of split and peeled. So I'm just trying to fix that. I didn't get enough glue under here. And this napkin over here just ripped on me. I'm just gonna take that chunk off. It doesn't happen to me where I'm doing something and it's just not working out right. The thing is, I'm gonna grab this knife. I'm just gonna put this. I'm just gonna tear this off now. Push that down. Just gonna rotate this around. Continue working on this side. And I will say this will probably be one of the worst Mod Podge candles I've ever done. I think it's partially because I can't move my left arm at the moment, And I'm just trying to get all this Christmas crafting done. I mean, today is already December 2nd. I feel like I'm so far behind of where I was supposed to be for right now for in my crafting. Rotate this around. Like I said, as much as I like some wrinkles, when it really wrinkles in places that you don't like, that's okay. I'm getting these interesting little creases. So I'm just trying to push them out. I'm just going to take this, I'm going to tear this little flap off that I had kind of left right down now, just because I just needed that other glue to kind of dry a little bit before I touch that up. I'm going to put some Mod Podge right over top. Oops. Just kind of tore a little bit down there. I'm just going to let that all dry. Gonna let this dry. I mean, some projects, you know, I'm just gonna go across around the top edge up here at the top. I've got some of the just coming around the top. Sometimes I would use the blow dryer, but this is on candle. I don't know if the blow dryer would probably melt my candle, but there we go. I'm just gonna let this dry and come back with a second coat of Mod Podge. You know what? I'm going to see about this. I know I said I don't like to cut. I like the tearing effect, but I just gonna trim this. I'm gonna trim this green off. I'll have this other little chunk going around the bottom. That'll be neat, just to give some other colors and stuff at the bottom. This little strip. I think it just needs something. That's gonna make it. Wherever it is sitting is where it's going to sit because the Mod Podge is still wet. Just put that around, that around. I'm just going to go around and give this bottom part just one good little coat. And I'm going to let this dry and then I'll be back when this is drying, you can see the final product. Alright, so I've given my candle overnight for the Mod Podge to dry. I kind of like the way it's looking, but I think it needs some other embellishments. Of course, I've got glitter, but I also have sequins. And this is the one thing I love about candles. Like, I don't burn my candles. I use them like for decor purposes only. But I've got this whole container of different sequins. I've got like just these basic ones like this. I've got more. I just grabbed a couple just to show you what I have. But I also have these other ones. I know these are like the little flower little ones, little sequins. So, and I'm also using my little pins, little push pins. Now, this is what I love about candles is I use push pins, napkins, window clingers, sequins, anything, you know, glitter, anything to decorate these. And then you can change them out. So this is a winter scene. So I'm going to take this little white, kind of like little flower. And I'm going to use, oh, I keep dropping them. Little silver or a light blue, I don't know, bluey silver color. And I'm just gonna put these wherever. Some of these little guys have little berry pick things in their hats. So I'm just gonna push this through if I can. No, I cannot get this pin through. This pin is bent. I don't know, I think maybe I just did that now. So I'm just gonna, this is a little tricky sometimes, pushing these in. Even just the little push pin itself just gives it a little something different. It makes it stand out. Now, I realize this is hard. I'm trying to remember how I used to do this. I think I gotta get the lighter and heat this up. I think that will help. If I just kind of lightly get the metal of the pin a little bit hot, it will slide right through. So I'm just gonna go grab my lighter. Okay, so that's gonna work. I can just do the next one. So I'm gonna grab a little purple. And I'm just gonna grab the blue one. I just wanna kind of give some color to these little gnomes here. So any of the red ones who've got little berry picks in their hat. Yes, that's how I used to do it. It's been a while since I've done push pins in the candles, but yeah, just getting it heated up just a little bit just kind of helps to get through. Try this green one and an orange one. You know, I'm just kind of mixing the colors around. Heating this up just enough, it just slides right through the candle. There. Okay, so it's just those three. Now there's the ones on the bottom. So this is just going to add to it where it's not going to look like your typical little, you know, candles. Make sure it's what's the same color. Okay, pink and I don't want the light pink with that. No, that's too close to the same color. I just want to give it something different. Try there. And then one more. I guess I got a little green one here and it's light pink. These don't necessarily have to be Christmas colors, it's just, you know, whatever you like. There we go. That just kind of adds something to them. So I just said they all just kind of needed something. Now the other little guys, what I'm going to do is grab Mod Podge and I'm going to put Mod Podge on their beards and I'm just going to put some glitter. Oops, I think this is too thick of a paintbrush. I just got to grab a thinner paintbrush. Okay, got a thinner paintbrush here so I can get a little bit of glitter in their beard. And actually, it's funny is this glitter is still sitting on this sheet of paper from when I did the deer out in the garage. I just never got it put back into the container. A little bit. Tap it off. See the dry brush is kind of get some of that off. There, see his beard's got the glitter in it, so I'm going to do a little bit of glitter on every beard. I just want to see, before I did them all, I just want to see if I would like it first. I'm just going to go and put glue on all their beards, not on their hands, because some of them have their hands sticking through the beard. Just want the glitter on their beards. So this is going to take this plain white candle, and it's just a little napkin decoupage, and then you add some embellishments, and it's just going to take it up to like the next level. That's what I love about these type of crafts, just how easy it is to do this, except when you can't move your arm and you can't tip things over. At least it's just glitter and glue, so it's, you know, easy to clean up if you get it where you don't want it. And if there's any spots where you want it, you didn't get any, just kind of put a little more glue down. Oops, this beard here didn't get any. And this whole beard over here didn't get any at all. I like doing this two paper method with glitter. So I've got one down, and I'm using one, you know, one to catch it, and then one to sprinkle it on, and then when all the glitter is off of the one, and I just trade places with the paper. There. So they got some glitter in their beards. Just going to this dry brush. Just gonna get some of the glitter off where I didn't want it, because some of the glitter is above them. I don't mind a little bit up there, but there's just a little bit too much. Just have enough glitter in their beards just to give them some shimmer. Some of the places needs a little bit more. And then I'll do the same to the bottom ones, but the bottom ones I'm going to actually do in a gold, just so it's a little bit different. Just kind of gives, you know, it's the same picture, but then it'll be slightly different. That. So now I'm just going to pour the glitter back into this one. I mean, the bottom one I want to do in gold, but I might end up with a little bit of silver on it, but that's okay. I'm not going to mind too much. Clean up some of this silver. Now I've got this really nice paper, and now it's got this glitter to it, so now I'm going to have to do something really fancy with this plain white computer paper. Like I said, my counter is now covered in glitter. I'm covered in glitter, but I'm one of those people who, I love glitter. There is like so much glitter in my house just because I love glitter. Notice this little chunk of this napkin, I don't know if I just did that or when I put that on, I missed gluing a little corner. It does happen. I'm hoping that I missed attaching this spot on. But, you know, like I said, just a little bit of Mod Podge just kind of fixes that. I'm just going to put glitter down here, glue into these guys' beards. I just don't want to cover up their hands. I just want the beards. Like I said, if I get a little bit on their hands, it's not a big deal. I can always just wipe it off after I put the glitter on. But just knowing where I want it. And then I will give these time for this glitter to set up, or this Mod Podge to dry. So then probably in about 3 hours or so, I will come back and just do a major coating of Mod Podge over the whole thing. So then, you know, it will be sealed. So then the glitter shouldn't fall all the time. Of course, if you're trying to do this and if you just totally miss like I did, where I was trying to get the gold on and I just don't know how I managed to do that. Either there was no Mod Podge there or just lined up wrong. It's just a little tricky doing things right now. There we go, try again. Some more glue in places. Again, I cannot for where I need to go. That is just my left hand. I cannot line this up. But the paper with the glitter is so much lighter than holding the candle. I'll try this again. I keep completely missing this one beard. I don't know how. There. I don't know how I'm missing this one beard completely every time. There we go. Okay, there. Okay. Like that. Just gonna brush some of this off. I didn't want it. I don't know how no glitter is getting on this entire beard. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna work on just the one beard. Get glitter on it. Oh, there we go. Now I got his beard's got glitter. There we go. So there I go. I've got my candle all done. I love the combination of the gold and the silver in their beards. Now I'm gonna clean that up a little bit, let that dry, and like I said, in about 3 hours I will go and do a second coat of the Mod Podge completely over the whole candle. Let's see, do I want to do any more embellishments on them? Move this glitter stuff all out of my way. I think I'm gonna do something because I think all of them need something. Let's see, what do I have? Yeah, see, I've got these other big little flower things. I think I'm gonna give them all. It's just, let's see if I wear this. Let's see if I wear like that. So I've got the push pin, the other little small one, and then a larger sequence. These green guys. I've got this big pom-pom on there. I'm just going to do the pom-poms that are facing me one direction. Let's do a pink, an orange, and I see yellow. Oh. When you get the push pin with the lighter, it will be hot. Okay. Do one more. I'll do this purple. Let's do a green. And oh, red. I've got a whole bunch of these. I don't know, I just find it fun to embellish unique things. I like that. I'm just gonna do it to all these ones that have the hat. That have the green and white stripe. I was just gonna do the ones facing the one direction, but I kind of like that. Use the lighter just to kind of push those in a little bit. But I kind of like that. It gives, this one's got something a little bit more than just this little one here. And then I've got this one here, it doesn't have anything. So I think on the one that doesn't have anything, I think I'm just going to do just a straight push pin at the very top of the hat. Just a little thing at the top of the push pin just came off in my hand. So I hit it with the side of the lighter and I just pushed it funny. Try this again. There. I think the red guys, I'm just going to give them the top of their hats, just a little decorative, just the push pin. It looks so cute and just so unique and different. That's one thing I love when I'm doing my crafting is I try to find things that people haven't done, or at least things I've never seen. So I've never seen anybody, you know, decorate candles. I mean, yes, napkins, yes. Window clingers, maybe. Sequins and push pins? I don't think so. It's something I've done a lot in the past just because I didn't have a lot of money. So when you don't have a lot of money, you have to find creative ways for decor items, I guess. So it just doesn't cost a lot of money, stuff that you've got around the house that you can reuse and repurpose. I'm just gonna finish these last few up and then I'll show you the final product. So here is the final candle all done. I'm gonna add a little bit more silver glitter. I've got a lot more gold than silver, so I'm just gonna do another little thin layer of some silver on some more of their beards. And then I said in about a couple hours, I will just recoat this with another good layer of the Mod Podge to seal the glitter in. And I gotta get rid of, I've got too much glitter on this guy. But I figure I can try to take that off, or I can just add more glitter to them all. So I'm just gonna add more glitter because I really like the way with the more, just kind of looks a bit better. Like this guy here, he's got a lot in his beard. So I'll have to add some more into the beards on either side. So I'm just trying to find my favorite one. I think I like this one here because you've got these ones here. They almost line up perfectly. So I'm just gonna set this right here with this display like that. I'm gonna have to, of course, it might tip because it's on the faux snow. I'm gonna have to kind of straighten that out, but that's where I'm gonna have it for right now. So there we go. That is my decoupaging napkin onto my candle, and then embellishing it with lots of other things. Like I said, it's amazing what you can do with a simple basic white or any color of candle. Again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's subscribing to my channels and watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next ones. Bye.